Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank for you. Thank you for coming in my presentation. My name is Dimas Aryo Wibowo. I am from Department of English Education, and my student number is 97. In this occasion, we will discuss about recontact. The first time I will presentation about the definition of recontact, and then the second is social function, the third type of recontact, the fourth is generic structure, fifth is language feature, sixth is characteristic of recontact, seventh historical recontact, and then the last is conclusion. Okay, we go into the first slide. It is definition. Recontact is attack which retell the event or experience that happened in the past. It is proposed to entertain or to inform the reader. The next slide is the social function of recontact. The social function of recontact is same with the purpose of recontact. It is to informing and or to entertaining the reader. It is the social function of recontact. Okay, and then the next slide is about type of recontact. Recontact, there are type of recontact such as personal recount, factual recount, imaginative recount, and then historical recount. Okay, I will explain you about each type of recontact. The first is personal recontact. Personal recontact is a recontact that used to tell about the author personal experience. It means that the written explain or try to deliver to the reader about her experience that happened in the past. And then factual recount. Factual recount is a recontact that used to present report of events that actually happened, such as science experiment report or police report. And then imaginative recontact. Imaginative recount is a type of recontact that serves to present an imaginative story, then write down the event that have occurred. And then the last is historical recount. In historical recount, discuss about history of someone, history of some place, or maybe history of event. For example, Borobudur Temple, and then the Battle of Surabaya, and then Insinyur Soekarno, and etc. Okay, we go to the next slide about the generic structure. Recontact have three generic structure. It is orientation, event, and then reorientation. Okay, in the orientation, is discussed about deliver about introducing the participant and then place and time. It is answering the question of who, what, when, and where. It is the orientation or introduction paragraph of recontact. And then events. Event is describing or telling the series of event that happened in the past. And then reorientation, the last of paragraph of recontact is a reorientation. It is optional, starting personal comment about the series of events. And then the next is about language feature of recontact. The language feature of recontact is there are chronological connection, and then linking verb, action verb, and simple past tense. The chronological connection, for example, using then, first, after, before, and etc. And then linking verb using was, were, saw, heard. Why we use linking verb was, were? Because recontact is past tense, so we use past sentence too, past form too. And then in action verb we use the past word too, stayed, climbed, rode, and etc. Okay, we go to the next slide of this material. It is about characteristic of recontact. If you know the language feature of recontact, you have know too the characteristic of recontact, such as using past tense, using adverb and adverbial phrase, and then using conjunction. Okay, we go to the next slide. It is clear? Okay. In this slide, it is historical recontact. I give you the example of recontact, but in the form of historical recontact. For example, it is the Battle of Surabaya. Okay, and then the last slide is conclusion. To sum up about our material of the day, the conclusion: recontact is a text which retell event or experience that happened in the past. The purpose or social function of recontact is to informing or to entertaining the reader. And then the generic structure of recontact is orientation, event, and reorientation. And then recontact have many characteristics, such as using past tense, adverb, and conjunction. Usually in recontact, the conjunction and adverb used to point at the time signal of recontact. There are a few kind of recontact, such as personal recount, historical recount, factual recount, and then imaginative recount. Okay, it's all my presentation. Do you have any question? Do you understand about this material? If you don't understand, please give me question. There are no question? Okay? If there are no question, I close my presentation. Thanks for coming in my presentation, and see you again in the next event. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.